Welcome back, everybody. So we should have some data available in S3 now for us to have different level names and level versions.
We should probably put the cache and the data frame code all into one thing.
One thing. That would be handy, wouldn't it? You and you.
You want to cancel that job?
Nah, it'll take a second.
And
we don't need these guys anymore, so we can play clean up.
Yeah, get rid of those guys.
Clean up. If you are clicking the close or the kill, delete in the top right hand corner, you'll get the click here to confirm it. You can bypass that by holding shift when you click close, and it won't ignore you. It'll ignore the error for you and just go, alright, I assume you know what you're doing, and it'll go away. Alright, so now we can run all of these in one fell swoop.
Sweet beans.
Clean up. We don't need this one anymore. The JSON, we loaded it twice. We don't need this one anymore. We don't need that one anymore. What's this one? This was the count of each individual thing. Okay. Sorry, just filling in time while the data is doing its thing. And it's done. Hooray. Alright, now all of this. Do we actually have some new data in here?
Let's see.
This one. So how many level starts per level / version with no CTE?
Come on.
What's it going to have for us?
Come on.
Oh,
Yay.
it's got some different versions in there. Alright, so that's enough for us to continue with. So we won't...
That's weird. Level 1 version 2 hasn't popped up yet.
How real time is real time. So we are not going to use this CTE approach anymore, and we will actually be ignoring this empty stuff.
Alright.
Just so that we can continue on. That's the fun part of development, when you just make mistakes and go bugger, and now we have to live with it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So let's move on to the next question. So how many sessions per level / version? And how do we figure this one out? We want to start off with our select star from JSON data. This needs to have the SQL in front of it. So %SQL.
The squirrel key.
That's what we could do. Get a keyboard shortcut macro. We press it and it just puts %SQL there. And what do we call it? The squirrel key.
Squirrel key.
We can call it the squirrel key. Alright, so what are we going to need from this one? We need to have...
So what's this one? How many sessions per level?
How many sessions per level are we going to see? So to get sessions, we get sessions from the session ID. So you have the client ID, which is individual to each client, and everyone
Mobile
should see
Analytics
the same
give
one.
us session.
Yes.
Okay.
Mobile Analytics gives us a session over here in session.session ID. Session.
But is it how many sessions per user per level?
No, this one is just how many sessions per level. But we can
so
also do that.
How many times anyone has played a level?
Anyone has. So anytime the level starts has been seen against a session.
Okay.
All right. So let's put in. What else do we want to get out of this one? It is going to need the level name and the level version. So I'll scroll up a bit and steal that from the attributes, level name and level version. It's great being able to just scroll up and take bits of code from somewhere else. Level name, level version, count star as level starts for doing this. Then we're also going to need a where, and we have our where right here. Event type is equal to level start. We'll run that one so far just to see what we're getting so far. And what are we getting? Grouping session is empty because we missed the group by here. Copy group by that. So group by the selects gives us what we need to see, but this gives us lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of things in here. So if we want to know how many sessions how many individual sessions we have seen against each individual.
How come that? Oh, what determined a session again?
Session is if you were to close the game
Mm-mm.
and then turn the game on, you're now a new session.
But how come this session ID has 7 level starts?
Because there's also a period of time. I don't know how long the period of time is in this one. I think it's 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But really, so if we come into the game and we press play, this is a new session.
Okay.
But if we go, okay, cool, start it again,
That's the same session.
we're still the same session.
Okay.
But if we left it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0,
That may be a new session.
maybe a new session, yes. I don't know if it's 5 seconds or 10 seconds. But it's not very long. Unlike Web Analytics where it's 60 minutes.
60 minutes
60 minutes.
on the web.
If you do Google Analytics or
Seems
Omniture.
pretty long.
Yeah, but hey, 1 hour.
Mm.
On the mobile phone, things are fast, man. A few
Interesting.
seconds is all you get.
Interesting.
Which is weird because if you were to just be answering a phone call, well, it's like how long does it take you to go to get a text message and to read the text message, jump back into the game?
Yeah.
It's even though you may have gone out and left it and started responding and to press send, that would take like 20 to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You're still going back into the game. It's going to think that it is a new session.
I guess that sort of makes sense because it's like you've lost focus on the actual application.
Yep.
Like you're doing something else took your attention away from it.
Yep.
I guess that makes sense. But I feel like that should be the same for the web anyway. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, tracking is still the wild, wild west of how things are done. If you look at different things, they will do it, like different companies will do it in slightly different styles.
Yep.
So, fun stuff. All right, so what we're trying to get here, we now have we have the distinct list of session IDs that we've seen for each level name and level version. So what we want to get now is how many times we have seen that session ID for a level name and level version. So if we take all the data itself like this and we get rid of this count star part and get rid of the group by, and we wrap this inside of a CTE with CTE session level starts as open bracket, close the bracket, select a whole bunch of things and press tab to pull them all out at once. And then go select what do I want to get? I want to grab those 3 columns again. So now it's going to be called session ID, level name, and level version.
Mm-hmm. Can you just do a select star here? Consider yeah, because
you need one more.
Oh well,
Can
you do select star count star?
You could.
How do you group by that?
You'd still have to list these guys out, which is why I wanted to type them out.
Okay, fair enough. Then you can just copy them.
Copy and paste. From I want to come from our CTE. And now I have... what am I getting at here? No, I don't want to select the session ID out of this guy because it would just be giving me the same thing I've already got.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get rid of session ID. And we'll get rid of session ID from the group by.
Can you group by session ID even if it's not in select? Probably.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Why? What would it do?
You
Can we see what it does?
You can group by even though it's not there. So long as it's in the source table itself.
Mm.
But why would you do that?
I'm not sure what that... Okay.
Alright, so what did that actually do? Look at this, we've got 4 results.
Mm-hmm.
If we bring back in session ID, then we're going to be back to where we were, 7, 1, 1, 1, 1,
Yeah,
1,
but
1, 1. Because how many times... It's really...
how many times is level... Yeah, okay.
It's still putting session ID on the left-hand side.
Yeah,
it's just
but
not
you just
returning
can't
to
see
you.
it, yeah.
Yep.
So the select is the last thing that gets run. We talked about this before, but
Yes.
I've already forgot.
Just formatting to clean it up. Alright, so now we can see for each individual level version, level and level versions, how many times we have seen a level start against that particular style. So hooray, we have that.
Cool.
Let us, how long are we up to on this one? We are up to 10 minutes, so let's scroll back up and potentially we have the extra level version for level 1.
Please.
While that is running, we can scroll down and run our same code. So how many sessions per level version?
And it'll just queue it.
And now we can sit here and stare at this little candy bar as it scrolls along. If it was red, it would be more candy bar. Like a candy cane.
We could probably get a grease monkey plugin for that if you're interested.
Yes. Yes, I am. There goes. It's loaded. Hey, we've got it. But now this puts things into this fun order.
Yeah. Sweet.
Level 1, version 2, level 2, version 2, level 2, version 1, level 1, version 1.
So
I don't want to have to remember that.
Order by level name, level version.
Order by level name, level version.
Can you do an order by session?
Can't do an order by because an order by must already exist there.
So order by is after select.
Order by happens at the very end of everything else. Says, I have selected my data, I have aggregated, I have grouped by, I have filtered. Now how do you want me to present it back to you?
It's very strange considering the order that these statements are executed in as opposed to the order that you list them in.
Yes, however, it's supposed to be structured English query language. That's why it used to be called SQL because it's SEQL.
That's not true, is it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and then they took the English part out of it and became SQL. Anyway, Nick's looking at me like with this blown mind face. That's fun.
I'm not sure if you're
That's
tricking
where
me
the
or not.
sequel came from. The CSE.
I see.
Okay, cool. That ends this video, so thank you very much, everybody.